Hold tight, football fans, because the Champions League is heating up. We're diving straight into a whirlwind of action, starting with an exclusive look at Atletico Madrid. President Enrique Cerezo just spoke with FlashScore, doubling down on confidence in Diego Simon and young star Julian Alvarez after that stunning 2-0 win over Barcelona. But is Alvarez really staying put? And can Simon silence the critics? We've got the inside scoop, and the atmosphere at the Metropolitano is electric as they prepare to finish the job. Next up, a legend is stepping up to defend the future of Barcelona. Former Barca icon Ivan Rakitic is speaking out in support of teenage sensation Lamine Yamal amidst recent backlash, urging everyone to let him enjoy himself, as Barcelona faces a monumental task against Atletico. Rakitic is drawing parallels to historic comebacks, like the incredible win against PSG, and saying this is the moment for Barcelona's key players to shine. But can they overcome the pressure and pull off the impossible? The drama doesn't stop there. Tonight, Barcelona and Liverpool are both facing uphill battles, needing to overturn 2-0 defeats against Atletico Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain. Gazeta Express reports that Atletico captain Koch is stressing the importance of this week, while Hansi Flick still believes in a comeback for Barcelona. Meanwhile, at Anfield, Liverpool is hoping for another European miracle against the reigning champions, PSG, but Luis Enrique is warning his team to beware of the Reds' home advantage. It's a night of high stakes and potential upsets. And finally, Barcelona needs more than just hope. They need a full-blown comeback against Atletico Madrid to reach the Champions League semifinals. The Messenger Inquirer reports that this is the fifth meeting between these two teams in under 2 months, and the pressure is on. Will Jan Oblak return for Atletico? Could Frenkie de Jong make his first start for Barcelona after a long injury? The stage is set for a clash of titans. Don't miss a single moment of the action. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
The air crackles with anticipation around the Metropolitano Stadium as Atletico Madrid prepares for a monumental clash against Barcelona. Following a stunning 2-0 victory at Camp Nou, Atletico finds itself on the cusp of a Champions League semifinal berth. But President Enrique Cerezo insists there's no room for complacency. In an exclusive interview with FlashScore, Cerezo radiated confidence, not just in the team's performance in the first leg, a result he described as very happy on both scoreline and execution, but also in the unwavering support for manager Diego Simon. Recent criticism leveled at Cholo seems to have fallen on deaf ears within the Atletico hierarchy, with Cerezo emphatically stating, "We certainly don't have any criticism." The president also offered a strong endorsement of young star Julian Alvarez, playfully assuring him of a long future in Madrid, a promise Alvarez seemingly repaid with a crucial goal in the first leg. However, the shadow of refereeing controversy looms large, particularly after a contentious incident in a recent league match against Barcelona. While Cerezo avoids directly criticizing the officials, he makes his stance clear. He's not a fan of VAR, believing referees should be allowed to make decisions based on their own judgment. As Barcelona arrives in Madrid, desperate to mount a comeback, Cerezo remains resolute. He anticipates a fierce battle, acknowledging Barcelona's quality and determination, but firmly believes Atletico is prepared to complete the job they started in Catalonia. The atmosphere is electric, the stakes are high, and Atletico Madrid, under the guidance of Simon and with the backing of Cerezo, is ready to deliver a performance that will resonate throughout Europe. The question isn't if they can reach the semifinals, but how convincingly they will do it. As Barcelona faces a daunting task at the Metropolitano, needing to overturn a 2-0 deficit against Atletico Madrid, a powerful voice of support has emerged from within the club's illustrious history: Ivan Rakitic. The former Barca midfielder, a veteran of countless high-pressure encounters, has stepped forward to champion teenage sensation Lamine Yamal, who has recently faced scrutiny for his comments and on-field demeanor. Rakitic's message is clear. Amidst the intensity of a Champions League quarterfinal, it's crucial to remember the joy of the game. He urges Yamal to enjoy himself, dance, do his thing, while also encouraging him to embrace the responsibility that comes with being a key player for a club like Barcelona. Rakitic draws parallels to Barcelona's own historic comebacks, like the unforgettable victory against PSG, reminding the current squad of the emotional power and belief required to achieve the seemingly impossible. He acknowledges the immense pressure, but points out that millions would gladly trade places with these players. Beyond Yamal, Rakitic praises Hansi Flick, the current Barcelona coach, and expresses confidence in his ability to guide the young star. He also notes the importance of experienced leadership, suggesting Yamal could benefit from a figure like Puyol or Xavi. However, he cautions against blaming youth for any missteps, emphasizing that Yamal's natural flair should be nurtured. Rakitic's words aren't just a pep talk, they're a reminder of the Barcelona spirit, a blend of skill, passion, and unwavering belief. As Barcelona prepares for a potentially season-defining match, Rakitic's support serves as a powerful source of inspiration, urging them to rediscover that magic and fight for a place in the Champions League semifinals. Tonight, the Champions League stage is set for two dramatic showdowns, with Barcelona and Liverpool facing uphill battles against Atletico Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain, respectively. Both teams trail 2-0 from the first legs, and the pressure is immense as they attempt to engineer remarkable comebacks. In Madrid, Barcelona arrives at the intimidating Metropolitano Stadium, knowing they must overcome a significant hurdle against Diego Simeone's defensively resolute Atletico. The Spanish league clash earlier this month, a 2-1 Atletico win, foreshadows the challenge that awaits. Simeone, ever the pragmatist, is expected to prioritize defensive solidity and exploit counterattacking opportunities, while Barcelona coach Hansi Flick will need to unleash his team's attacking firepower. The narrative is similar at Anfield, where Liverpool will host reigning champions Paris Saint-Germain. Having been dominated in Paris, Liverpool must harness the legendary atmosphere of their home ground to ignite a comeback. The statistics paint a grim picture for the Reds, having failed to register a single shot on target in the first leg. However, Anfield is a fortress, and Liverpool's history is filled with European miracles. While PSG is favored to advance, the Anfield crowd could prove to be the decisive factor. The matches represent a classic Champions League dynamic, established powers attempting to defend their advantages against rivals desperate to overturn the odds. Barcelona and Liverpool must take risks, while Atletico and PSG will look to manage the score and capitalize on any opportunities. It's a night where the Champions League promises a spectacle of passion, drama, and potentially historic comebacks. The tension is palpable, the stakes are high, and the world will be watching to see which teams can rise to the occasion. Barcelona faces a critical test of character on Tuesday as they travel to Madrid to confront Atletico in the second leg of their Champions League quarterfinal, needing to overcome a 2-0 deficit to keep their semi-final hopes alive. This will be the fifth meeting between the two Spanish giants in just under 2 months, a testament to their frequent clashes in both La Liga and the Copa del Rey. The recent history between these teams is fraught with intensity, with Atletico securing victories in both legs of their Copa del Rey semifinal, despite a 3-0 loss in the return leg at Camp Nou. Atletico Madrid, aiming to reach the semifinals for the first time in nearly a decade, will have a significant boost if goalkeeper Jan Oblak returns from a muscle injury, having resumed training with the squad. Barcelona, meanwhile, may see midfielder Frenkie de Jong make his first start after a lengthy hamstring injury layoff. The pressure is mounting on Hansi Flick's Barcelona, who lost to Inter Milan in last year's semifinals, to deliver a performance that can overturn the first leg result. The outcome of this tie will determine which team faces either Arsenal or Sporting Lisbon in the semifinals, with Arsenal holding a 1-0 advantage from their first leg. This match isn't just about tactics and skill, it's about mental fortitude and the ability to perform under immense pressure. Barcelona must rediscover their attacking prowess and exploit any vulnerabilities in Atletico's defense, while Atletico will look to capitalize on their home advantage and secure their place in the last four. The stage is set for a captivating encounter, with the fate of both teams hanging in the balance.